Hi, and welcome back from the break. Before the break, we were talking about the ASUS Transformer 2-in-1. And this is a huge new class of product that revolutionizes the tablet or general notebook class of products and really extends away from them. So now in studio, we have Carlos Coelho. He's the product marketing manager for Microsoft Canada, and he's happy to come here and show us a bunch of devices and tell us about how Windows has evolved over the years. So pleasure to have you in studio.
Thanks
Coelho?
so much. I'm very happy to be here, guys.
Great.
Happy to come and show some of the devices that I brought today. We have different shapes and sizes here for everyone.
Yeah.
So it'll be nice to explain some of them and showcase some of our apps that we have available.
Now, you made a really good point. We have a lot of shapes and sizes here, and it's really changed from back in the day, from Windows 95 and XP, where before it was really either a desktop, and it was probably the same screen for everyone, or maybe a laptop, in the mid-2000s. But now you have an 8-inch device, 11-inch, 23-inch, correct? How can you tell us, how Windows is really redefining itself as an operating system?
Right. You're very right. The way we have our Windows today is it's a one experience for everything in your life. So we have these devices in different shapes and sizes, like I mentioned, and they're all enabled for touch. That's how Microsoft evolved and Windows evolved. So you can touch all these devices. They have tablet formats, a screen that you're used to already. So no tower anymore, different shape completely for your living room, and a 2-in-1, which we're going to talk in a minute.
Okay, so Carlos, we have a lot of products here. So can you start demoing some of these products and show us how we would use them in our regular day-to-day lives and how our viewers would, let's say I bought this all-in-one, how would I use this would I use it in my living room, would I use it in my kitchen, where would I use this in the tablets and the 2-in-1, where would I use them and how would I use them?
Okay, so I brought my favorite devices here to show you guys.
All right.
I've got this lovely Dell Venue Pro. It's an amazing 8-inch device. I think I love it because it's very small. It's great to hold it with just one hand, and you can read a book with it. It comes with a full version of Windows in it, and a full preloaded version of Office as well.
So
That's
even though it's a small tablet, it still has a lot of the power, and it comes with full Office, so you can do a lot of your real productivity tasks, even though it's just a small tablet.
Completely. You can edit Word documents in it. You can edit Excel. You can create PowerPoint presentations. And if you look at the size of this and you compare it with my Windows Phone, you can see how much
The difference is.
yeah,
Exactly.
the difference in size, how much bigger than this is not too much. So you can see it's a great little tablet to carry on a small trip or on your backpack, for example.
That's
Okay,
great.
so what are the other products that you have? You have your ASUS Transformer, and we featured that as our gadget of the week. So what more can you tell us about this product?
Right. The ASUS T100, it's a lovely machine. I think it's a new category that has been picking out a lot of love from our consumers. This is one of my favorites because it's not only a notebook. As you can see, it has the same keyboard as a regular notebook.
Right.
But if you want to detach also your tablet, your screen, it also becomes a tablet right away.
Wow,
Wow.
so this could really replace, instead of some people who want to buy a laptop and then some people go buy a tablet, so for the portable feature, you can actually have both together with this one device.
Completely,
Amazing.
and it also comes fully loaded with Windows 8 and Office, the full suite of Office.
And
So-
that's sorry, go ahead, Cameron.
So what can you tell us about the Office Suite? It's really, you've launched it off as the Office Suite, and what can you do while you're on the go, or
So-
sitting in an office? What can you do with the Office
Of course. So,
Suite?
for example, I have a presentation tomorrow, and if I want, or any day of the weekend, I'd like to edit this presentation while I'm on the
Right.
go. If I say I'm taking a bus or a streetcar and I want to get to work
Yeah.
and make sure my presentation is ready, so I can launch any of the Office apps here, even OneNote or PowerPoint, for example,
Right.
and go through it and finish my presentation and make sure it's the way I want it. Well, so when I save it, next time I get to the office,
Right.
even with this machine or another one, I can see that same presentation and continue it.
And
from there.
that's part of the OneDrive, I believe, correct?
That's correct.
So, and we are going to be talking about that a bit later on this show. But you do bring up a really good point that with other tablets, you might not get the real version, or you won't get the real version of Office. So you'll be using a third party or something. But here, you're going to be using the real version of Office.
That's correct.
You can edit as you're used to, and you're not worried about any formatting issues or anything. You're going to get to your Office, whatever you did on your tablet, and even if you get to the Office, you can dock it there and use it as your main computer, which
That's
is a great
correct.
feature
That's
as well.
correct. A lot of people do this at Microsoft, and and I have friends that use this as well. I gave one of these to my dad, and he loves it.
That's
he loves
great.
the portability of being able to take this around and.
So we've
It's
been
just
talking
fun.
a lot about full version of Windows, what can you really tell us? Like, so I hear the words Windows RT around. What can you really tell us about the difference between Windows RT, this full version of Windows,
Right.
Office, and Office 365? What's the difference between them?
Right. So the Windows RT is a version of a very concise version of Windows. The full version of Windows that I have here with me in this machine is a version that allows you to install many different apps from our
Okay.
Windows Store.
Okay.
So I can swipe and see many apps here that I've installed already, like News or like any of the Office apps that came with it that I was
Right.
using before, or they have a GoTrain app, so Netflix, FreshPaint, and if I swipe it to the top here, I can see all the apps in one location.
installed.
All that are installed.
Okay,
Now
and
you are
these, these apps are not available on the RT version, or what apps are? What are the limitations of the RT?
Oh, the RT limitation is if you wanna install any other applications or any like a different browser, for example, you want to install something new in your
Okay.
machine. That is not available in the RT version, but
Okay.
it is in this one.
Okay, now you're showing on the screen that keeps sliding left and right. A big shock that I find a lot of people notice when they go to Windows 8 is they don't have the start menu. But this is the start menu.
That's
now, correct?
correct. That's right.
Exactly.
We call this the start menu. And
Okay.
and the fun thing about this is that you can, with the live tiles, that these little colorful squares, we call them tiles, and they're
Okay.
live because
Yeah.
they show information right here from the apps that are they're running. For example, we have the weather app, and it's showing me that Toronto is now at 4 degrees. So
Okay.
it shows me right now. I don't have to open it to see
Right.
it. So
Exactly.
and I can still go to my desktop and see anything that I want. I go back to my regular desktop, and I can see. I'm just closing the Word here,
Yeah.
and I can see.
So basically, even though there's still
Sorry.
the Windows Start menu for scrolling, and there's that new full screen environment, you still have the option to go back to the traditional desktop
Which is
environment.
this one, yeah,
Wow. Okay, great.
regular
Okay.
version. So then you pressing the Windows button here, you go back to the
Start
start
menu.
screen. Yeah.
All right, so we have this huge HP Envy that we have in studio. What can you tell us about this machine and how we can
Okay.
use it?
This is a beautiful machine. I'm fully in love with this, and I think I will keep it to my desk if I can. So I was testing this machine at work, and it was funny how many people came by my desk and asked, "What is this? So, like, how did you get this?" It's a very beautiful HP machine. It's a special edition for Beats Audio.
Okay.
It has
Okay.
the full front here with a very nice speaker,
Okay.
and the audio in this is really amazing. It reclines. It allows you to put in a family room, for example, if you want.
Okay.
Allows you to play games and play music, or even watch a movie in it.
Now you could also recline it all the way flat as well if you wanted to.
Yeah, it allows you to do a fully recline like this, and then you push it down.
Oh,
So
wow.
this is really great
And
for
it
the
stays
family
like that.
room or the living room, so we can
Yeah.
play a game or
Yeah.
a multiplayer game like that.
Right. It allows. It has FreshPaint, which is a very cool app, so that kids can play and draw on
Right.
the screen. They can save that to your photo album.
That's
Okay.
great. And
Wow.
now we mentioned that the user experience is uniform over all these devices. So even though we're using the 8-inch or the 23-inch or the 11-inch, everything's going to be the same places, correct? The charms bar, everything's going to be the same in all these devices,
That's
correct?
correct. The idea is to have one experience for everything in your life. Everything in all three devices. You can see your profile when you log in with your Microsoft account. You can see your profile here. Same one as here. Same one as here. It's all the same.
And the profile is going to be your Hotmail account that you already have or a live account. Something like your Microsoft account is going to link everything together.
That's correct. Your Hotmail account or your Outlook.com account.
So it
That's
all
correct.
syncs across all your devices, your documents and everything.
Your files, your folders, your photos. Even if you take a photo with your phone and you set it up to upload the photo directly to the cloud, it will show up in your OneDrive right away.
All right. So a lot of our consumers or viewers have a diverse style of lifestyles.
Right.
Some have different professions. They're in finance. Some like to travel a lot. Some like to do many other things. So, how has Windows really evolved to be a uniform experience, an all-in-one for to suit a diverse lifestyle?
Right. We have a set of apps from the Bing suite of apps, which are news, travel, sports, finance, and these are all specific to different audiences that they're captivating, and they really love them. Like the travel app is a
Yeah.
really amazing app.
Right.
The health and fitness app is another amazing app that allows you to see exercise in the 3D of your body and
Okay.
rotate and see the muscles of your body that you're exercising. The food and drinks app is another great one that allows you to look at recipes and things that you want to do in the kitchen.
Now, these are all apps that are being created by Microsoft, branded with Bing.
That's correct.
And that's how, right from the beginning, are they pre-installed on your device?
They are, yes.
So you can access travel, access finance, all those from the beginning, correct?
Correct.
And now, actually, I had a great experience that I had shared. Like, one time I already booked a ticket for a trip I was going on.
Okay.
Just playing on a Windows 8 computer, I was checking out on the travel app, you search a destination. I searched a destination and I saw a plane price, and it was a lot cheaper than what I found because it actually brings up your ticket prices from your current location, tells you what to do there. So I
That's
found
great.
the travel app's really cool because it brings everything together.
That's true,
on
and you
that
can
one
also
time.
look at the Bing map in it.
Yeah,
If you
okay.
open the Bing map inside the travel app, you can see where you're
Where you're
going,
going,
and,
okay.
and find a hotel around that area. It's a great app.
So Microsoft has launched a huge suite of products for customers who have a diverse lifestyle,
Correct.
and that's really allowed Windows to be a
Accessible
uniform and accessible experience.
That's correct.
Now, if they don't want to, let's say they had something else, there's also a Windows Store, correct?
Correct. Yes.
And on the Windows Store, what kind of apps? The normal kind of apps we're used to? I
We
guess?
have many apps. We have Skype. We have OneDrive. We have Facebook app. We have Flipboard.
Okay.
We have Netflix. We have many apps, and I personally love them all. And I use a lot of Netflix. It's good for when you're on the go. You were
Right.
maybe taking a
And
train
all
or a
these apps
streetcar.
they work on all the devices, because I know like screen size is sometimes a problem. All these apps work? They're compatible with every screen size.
They are. They
Okay.
are. And the interesting thing is, when you have, say, you have an app, a device like this, and you have a bunch of apps installed in here, and you want to see them on your other device. So the minute I log in this machine with the same account I used here, I'm going to see all of them here as well.
Wow.
Yeah. And then I can just make sure I'm downloading them from the store, so I have the full application in this device as
So
well.
your preferences are transferable from one device to
They are.
another.
They are.
That's
That's
really
the beauty
amazing.
of Windows. Not only the fact that they're all in there, but also touch. Touch is a very unique thing for Windows, and
Right.
I usually play with and say that I've been using a touch-enabled device for more than a year, and every
Right.
time I get a device that's not touch-enabled,
You
and
go for the screen.
Yeah.
I
and you're-
touch the screen to try to move
Exactly.
things around, and I can. So you'd think it's not easy to get around
Right.
touch, but it's so intuitive. You can't
Right.
stop doing it.
And the cool
Once you
things,
start.
and the cool things, even on bigger devices where people
Yeah.
aren't used to seeing touch, they actually do have the touch screen now. You can open different apps, close them with touch gestures such
That's
as
correct.
that.
And it's very easy to use, like you just said.
Yeah, just
So
close them.
Carlos, we have like around 30 seconds left. What can you tell us about where Microsoft is really going with Windows in the future, and what can we see generally in the future?
Well, we have, you can see, these are some of the devices that we've been selling and starting to sell. They've got great shapes and sizes. They've got amazing apps that we're launching every week. There are new apps in our App Store. You guys should definitely check. It's Windows Store. It's inside. It comes preloaded with any Windows 8 devices.
All right. Thanks, Carlos. Thank you for joining us today, and stay tuned to join us for High Tech.
My pleasure, guys.